Hey guys, Scott from Wisconsin Landscaping. Welcome back. Today we got a pretty cool transformation of landscaping. We're going to tear a bunch of stuff out and redo it, put new 2-inch rock in, which is that rock you see there. We'll take that out, get rid of it. We'll put new 2-inch rock in. Also want to remind you that I have a split screen of the before and after at the end of the video, so please make sure you stay tuned until then to see the amazing transformation. And then in between these two timber walls here, we're going to take all this vegetation out of here, clean it out, and then we're going to put a patio in there. Where that orange line is, we'll clean that out. We're going to put natural mulch behind there, but this will be the focal point right here. This is where the new patio will go in with a walkway to the existing concrete there. And you can see this orange line here. That's where we will do a plastic edging. We'll pull it out to there and then put 2-inch rock in there. So it's pretty simple. We'll clean a bunch of these plants out, and you'll see before and after pictures that look pretty cool. Again, here behind this, we'll take all them little rocks out. We'll put natural plastic edging through there with this orange line and natural mulch behind there, and do some plantings there and regrade all this in the back here. And here's the before. We'll tear this all apart. We'll clean a lot of this weeds and old bushes out of here. And there's a dead tree right here next to the bobcat. We'll clean a couple of them out. It's just to clear out the property, to kind of open it up and make it look a lot more usable, where they could walk around. Here the guys are trying to decide which way to go. Yeah, as you can see, there's 3 lines there, so they had to figure out which one they really wanted to tackle. And you can see here, we're cleaning out that back area of that bed. We're just getting rid of all that debris, and then we'll go through there and pull all the weeds, because you really can't. There were so many leaves and brush and whatever in there. You couldn't see where the weeds are and plants were that we wanted to use or didn't want to use and wanted to remove. As you can see right here, there's just a pile of brush we had to get out of there. So he's cleaning that all out, and we won't mulch all that. We're only going to mulch half of that. The customer didn't want to go all the way back. It'll just go back to a natural area back there, and you'll see in the videos coming up or where they are. It looks really nice. And here's one of them dead trees that needed to come out. It's just a lot easier when they're that dead to pop the stumps. Now here I'm starting to dig out that vegetation and start digging out for the patio. If you could see right now, you see that arrow, you see that little black pin right there? That's the center of the fire pit. We figured that out. That pin will never move. We will have a big fire pit in there. It'll be a 4-foot fire pit, and then it's going to be a 16-foot circle patio. And I don't know if my previous videos, there's that pin right there. If you remember when we were saying, we'll put a string line there and we'll mark out that patio continuously to make sure that we have it big enough. It's where it needs to be. So this whole time I'll dig out all this dirt, and that pin will never move. You see, it's still sitting there. That's our guide to make this whole patio, is that simple little concrete pin. That's how we always do when we come down to a circle patio. We'll find where we want to do that pin or that circle, and we'll put a pin, and that pin will never move. As you can see, the pin's right. You know what? I'm going to make a little arrow again. Hold on. Okay, there's my cartoon arrow. There's that pin. And then again, that pin will never move throughout this whole thing. You'll see even, you won't see the video, but even when the patio is built and the fire pit is done is when we finally pull that pin. Now here I graded this a little bit down, and then remember when I said earlier where that pin will always continuously make circles to make sure we're where we need to be. That's a 16-foot circle, and you can see that pin was always there. That's still there. This is just, I believe this was the end of the day, and I just wanted to go through and just show the boss lady what was all done today. And there's that circle. There'll be a walkway into the patio, but I always make that circle to make sure we're in the right area. And here you can see this back area is all cleaned out. We still got to weed this all out and move some plants around, but you can see how the back there, that's going to be all open. And then back here, once I regrade this and topsoil it, that'll be the same thing. In here we're going to make a swale. You can see we took all that rock out of there. It's going to be a swale so the water doesn't come down into here. It goes off down into the woods. But you remember all that grass, when you start tearing this stuff out, it just, oh man, it just makes a mess. The bobcat keeps going over and over and over. You take it all out and you take it up to the front here and you throw it away. We're going to put a drain box right in here for all that water to come off to the side. Now this is the next day. They're digging in that plastic edging, and then we'll put that plastic edging in there, and then we're going to put some cobblestone boulders behind that, and then they can mow it. Right here, I had to... The ground here was a little too high compared to where the patio was going to end up, because we shoot grades to figure out where the patio is. So I had to shave down this hillside so that when they mowed that, they can mow it without tipping and rolling onto the patio, and then they'd be laying there. Whatever, we don't want that. So I'm going to shave this all down, and then we'll put topsoil over all the sand and then connect that. You can see that plastic edging. That'll connect to the patio, and it looks really nice when we're all done. You can see they're kind of raking it out, making it look nice. But this is the plastic edging. They're starting to install that. We still really haven't cleaned out all the weeds, but we will. This will all get topsoil, and this will just be grass. You'll see it in the end there. It'll be all seeded and strawed. But it doesn't look like much was done here, but this took a few days because there was a lot of edging we had to clean out, figure out the patio, get the patio right and set. There was some stuff we really had to clean up, so it took a little bit to move a lot of this dirt. And when you clean out 2-inch rock, I don't know if you've ever cleaned out 2-inch rock, but holy smokes, that can be a real pain. But that 2-inch rock, it doesn't look good after a while for some reason. I don't know. So we usually take it out and replace it. Now here the guys are finishing all the way. We put this plastic edging all the way to the back, or all the way across this property. So that's what you're seeing there. And now here you can see where we got the plastic edging, and we got we call these cobblestones. They're 3 to 6 inch block or rock. We got them all set behind there. And I don't know if you noticed, that pin was still in that patio, and we marked out where the fireplace was now. This is that cobblestone. Looks kind of neat with that rock. Now here we're digging a downspout drain tile. We're going to put that in there and then shoot it off into the woods there. This video, I'm trying to do something a little bit different. I'm trying to explain everything we're doing. Kind of help show you what we do and what we don't do. So it may be a longer video, but I'm kind of explaining everything we do. We redid this little corner here. Now I'm just straightening up where we put that piping in for that downspout. And we'll seed straw. It was pretty simple over here. Just a little topsoil, seed and straw. So that's what you're going to see here. It was pretty dusty, as you can see. Double A around there walking around with his mouth covered. It gets dusty. It was pretty warm out these couple days here while we were working here. Now there you see that natural mulch in there. It's brown. We got everything cleaned up, and then we put that natural mulch in there. That's the way it's going to be. Now here's another drain tile we're putting in for. I don't know if you remember when I said we were going to put a drain box in there, but that ran all the way. That's going to run all the way down the hill. Now here's the fun part. This is the masterpiece of this project. Now this is the gem of the project. That was Bruno. He was going to screed this out for us. We have a certain number that we use to slope it away, slant it away, whatever you want to use, so the water runs away and it doesn't come back onto us. That's why I had to drop that grate in the back, because it was kind of like in a pit, but we have it worked out to where all the water goes. You see that wheelbarrow back there? All goes to that back there, and it'll flow out that water. This is pretty thick block, so it comes up pretty high. You see that pin right there? Got my cartoon arrow out again. That pin never moves through the whole project. That pin won't come out of there until we finally put that fire pit in there. Keeps our circle, because when we lay all this block, we need to know where that was. What was that? 8 foot from that pin to behind Gale there. That's 8 foot. We'll go all the way around, so it'll make it a 16-foot patio. That we need that pin to do that. Now, if we move that pin, this circle will be awkward, weird. It won't fit right, and we have a plan to where we're going to put it. So we'll use a string line, and just like that, where we cut out for that edging and the mulch, you run that string. There it is. See? We know exactly where to put those charcoal soldiers block because we use that string on that pin to mark it out and cut it all out. This is here we're cutting it out, and then we'll lay it all in there and we'll wash this all off. But you can start seeing the patio now. It's looking really cool. Once you see the finished product, you'll be like, wow, it's pretty amazing. And here it is. See the fire pit's cut out, and you can still see that ring or that pin is still in there. I know I keep saying this pin, but that pin dictates the whole project of that patio and that circle. The pin is now gone because we don't need it. Gail is bonding this now. We use bonding sand. You'll hear a bunch of other guys, they'll put sand on there and then run a compactor over it. But we screed that so the patio's level. We don't need to compact it. We always use bonding sand. It locks those pavers in there and it keeps the joints nice and clean. We recommend using bonding sand. Here she's sweeping it in there. It takes a while. You got to make sure it gets into all the cracks, fills all the cracks, and then you mist it down. Here Bruno's just doing the finishing touches on it. Soon you'll see all the before and afters, a couple of the before and afters, and it looks pretty different. Now here, the homeowner's got to do a lot of watering, so you see a lot of hoses laying around. But this is you're starting to see the finished product. We extended that plastic edging out there and then fill it with 2-inch. Here you can see a little black box right there. That's a drain box. Seed and straw, and there's a swale going from the driveway all the way down that hill, so the water runs down pretty much where the wheelbarrow's running. Seed and straw. You can see these hostas. We separated all them and filled that in there so the water runs away from the house, and then put 2-inch plastic edging. We have E-mat right where this gentleman's walking. Pretty much this is the finished product. Like again, you'll see different pictures in the final. I'm going to do a split screen where you can see the before and then after right together, so it makes it a little easier to understand. But again, there's all the hoses. There's Bruno. Just showing you the seed and straw. We tear up a yard quite a bit, so we just seed and straw it, but it'll look nice. So just kind of giving you an idea of the full project. But the split screens are going to be coming up here pretty quick, and then you'll see the transformation of the before and after. It's pretty cool. Here's the first one. We extended that edging out, and then we obviously seed straw. We put a drain box. You can see the X right here in the left screen. That's where the drain box went. Now here you can kind of see which line we actually took there. There's 3 of them, but you can see which one we took. Kind of neat. They're going to put that pool back in there, but you can see all the bushes we took out of there, clean that all up, put new rock in there. Looks really nice now. Here you can see where we cleaned out on the left hand side there. Pretty leafy and everything. And then we cleaned it out with put natural mulch in there. Now here comes the patio, the gym. Look at where there used to be, and then look at what it is now. Pretty cool. That black edging, that's charcoal edging, really makes that patio look amazing. I'm going to show you some pictures from the top, I believe. Look at that. I always sit and just stare at it. It looks so cool. But this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think we saw this video, but anyway, really appreciate you watching. And if you stuck through this whole project, awesome. Thank you. Really appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't, please like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks again for watching our videos. We got many more to come. Thank you.